Okay, here's something I have been playing with. Okay, first of all, I was watching, let's see if I can tilt my camera up for my iPad, a posting
The other day, and I thought I would share it with you. And this may not be new to you, but it was new to me, so I thought I would share my results. I was coffee dyeing some papers, and I got some results like these, which kind of look like...
So this is Pam at the Paper Outpost, and I was intrigued by the results that she did get, which were very interesting. Let's see if I can roll this along here. She started using a rag and various colors, and she was having a good time making paper backgrounds. So I thought I would try it. So my iPad has decided not to cooperate, but at least I got what I was looking at. Pam at the Paper Outpost, and I think it was in October something 21 this year posting. So if you want to see that, you just can search her. So I got out my rags and some inks and various things. I've been wondering how to make the kinds of papers that I have been buying, frankly, off of the internet, which others have done. So what I did is I played with her idea, and I rag rolled a whole bunch of papers, many of which, look pretty good. They're nice backgrounds. I even have some, I think I have some in here with color, or maybe not. These are mostly the darker background colors. They turned out pretty nice, I think, more and large, but they need, obviously, something else. So rather than trying to, which I could still do, screen print or stencil, or that's another messy endeavor, I ironed the one flat. I chose this one and ironed it flat, and I did on my Silhouette Studio, which is really my go-to software for a lot of things. I found all of these black and white images that were sort of French, including some text. This is one I bought, and so I just manipulated it a little bit, and these were, I think, free. These I buy from Hungry JPEG, yeah. So I'm going to go to my screen so you can see what I did. First, I ironed this background paper, which probably looked a lot like that, and I fed it through my printer this way so that it would print on this side, and easy enough. So hold on. So on my Silhouette Studio software, so on my Silhouette Studio software, I just made this page. I had downloaded a lot of free images. I had some that I had purchased and layered them on this white background. And then I fed that painted paper through my printer, and I'm going to show you the result. And here's the result. As you can see, that page that I created in my Silhouette software to include this very fine print enabled me to create paper I can use in my other crafts. I did this one very quickly, just grabbing things and plunking them down, and then sending some to the back, bringing some to the front. That's a bit all I had to do. And voila, I have created my own paper background. So now that's kind of, I could have even added some more color actually with my printer, but I did not. I just did this in black and white on top of this painted paper. Anyway, I think it'll make interesting folios I can cut pieces out and use it in collage work. But rather than using a screen print, which I have many, and stencils and inks and getting myself all dirty again, it was bad enough to paint the papers. I had to do them in my bathroom, I guess bathroom. But I did a whole bunch of them to include some other colors. These are not my favorite colors, however, but I was just playing around with acrylic inks, and then I think the black was a little paint. You know, these are by themselves. I went through a whole lot of copy paper, I can tell you. And but they're interesting, right? Now I can run these through my printer. And by the way, I do have, this one turned out pretty nice. I did a couple of, this started out being one of those gray jobbies and added a little color to it. Likewise, this too. Anyway, we recently bought myself one of those Epson Eco Tank printers. Boy, is there a lot of ink in there, I swear. In the past, I used to think, well, by now I would have, with all the stuff I have been printing lately, I would have run out of ink and had to get some new cartridges. So these are not exactly beautiful. But I believe if I print over these, I'm going to have something that's quite interesting. I love the texture that you get with that Pam at Paper Outposts posting. You get some really interesting textures. And of course I could make other marks. I could make hand marks. But this is a cheap way. And then printing on top. So I can make these overlays. That's what I'm going to call them on my file folder, overlays, which in this case was my very first one. Of course I could use this overlay. Again, I've saved it. And print on this paper or any paper. But I have a huge stack. I went crazy on the grays because I did like the gray outline. But this one turned out pretty nice too and would look great. And so with this. So I've got this wonderful textured backgrounds that I can use in a number of very nifty ways. And I just wanted to remember what I did and how I did it. And it just did it this morning really fast, so it was not hard. And thanks Pam at Paper Outpost for inspiring me to create these papers. But with my Silhouette Cameo, my Silhouette America software, believe it or not, I believe you can still do this. The software is free, and learning it really is amazing, all the things it can do. In fact, I did not use my Cameo machine for this. I just used the software that is free from Silhouette America. And I've learned it, of course, because I need to know all about it when I do my cutting and sketching and so forth. That's another thing I could do, by the way, is put a pen in my machine and draw the designs in different pen colors. I could even get some gold and silver in there. Many things I can do with these. So I have a nice base. It didn't take me long to do this because I did it like Pam did it. Just rag rolling and having a great time. But the fact that I ended up with a very useful, something I might have even bought if I had seen this paper. And now I can use it any way I want. So I do like the freedom of designing my own. That's one of the reasons I like the Silhouette Cameo and the Silhouette Cameo software, is that you are not restricted to only a limited functionality. It can be used, I use it as my go-to print setup or design. My resizing, my changing the colors, doing so many things. It's a great little piece of software, and because I already know how to use it with my cut machine, I can easily create these interesting overlays. Anyway, it's a reminder for myself, but maybe somebody else has an interest in this kind of thing. Anyway, that's it.